Hey Rich, this is Tyler with Leads by Lord I wanted to make this video for you and give you a couple things that you could implement today to start outranking your competitors online and bringing in some more customers for your business. So I have your website pulled up here, metallicfox.com. I love the name. All right, but as we scroll down here, there's a couple things that we would fix on the website. I know you had mentioned that there was someone, working on it right now, right? So, I'm just going to give you what I would do. Hopefully it helps you out. So definitely want to maybe put a sliding header with maybe some images from the work that you've done. Otherwise this is pretty good too. Adds a little pizzazz, I guess, right, to the website. And you want a proper logo here without a watermark. All right, get rid of the white background. And the text is, it's not necessarily hard to read, but maybe change the color up a little bit, maybe a lighter background. And then with Google, content is king. So that's number one. That's the first thing I want to talk about is content. They like to see anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 words on the home page alone. So as we scroll down here, right, we see a bunch of images and there's a little bit of content, right, but not 1,000 to 2,000. So when you put that amount of content on your home page, it's going to allow you to organically rank for specific keywords related to your business, but most importantly, the services that you offer. So when someone types into Google, epoxy flooring, or any of the other services that you offer, you're gonna want your website to pop up for it, right? So definitely want to add in more content, maybe a little about us section, and then all of your different services you could do, 100, 200 words each coming down the page. And these pictures are great. You can use these pictures to break up those services and all that content, right? We want maybe some call outs, click here for a quote, call now, things like that. The easier you can make it for someone on your site to, get to the phone number or the quote form, whatever it is to contact you to start, the buying process, the better, right? So that's what I would do, on this home page. Get a nice footer down here with your information. Videos are great, I'll definitely put that in here. And then, like I said, just add in those call outs, the click here, call now, quote, get a quote, etc. And then I would definitely add in service pages. Okay, so you have plenty of services that you offer. I saw that down here it says, and many more, right? But people want to know exactly what you do. So if you can get a service page for each individual service, again, it's going to allow you to rank for more content. So on these back pages, we would want to see anywhere from 500 to 1,000 words. All right, so you can not only rank your home page, but each individual service page as well. And you'll see here, I'll show you one of your biggest services here for, I guess, epoxy flooring. You'll see the volume that brings in. And then obviously with all your other services, you have the opportunity to bring in a ton of volume. So I pulled up a report of your website. Now, I don't know if this is a website. Maybe you just got the URL. You had mentioned it was somebody else's, I think. So this is their data, I believe. You can see their ranking. The UR and DR is the power and trust coming from the backlink profile. So we talked about content. The second thing I'm going to touch upon are backlinks. And a backlink is just a vote of confidence really from one website to another. It's like a big popularity contest with Google. Not only is the content a good ranking factor for Google, but backlinks are as well. So if you have quality sites linking to yours, okay, with the correct anchor text, and if we come down here, we can see here, this is probably from the other website here. We would want to change these out, to some buyer intent keywords that I'll get into here in a second. But you want them related, obviously, to the services that you offer. So you currently have 6 domains pointing back to yours, giving you 31 backlinks. All right, and then it doesn't show any keywords or traffic right now. So I wanted to pull up a competitor of yours to show you exactly what they have going on, what they're doing, and then what you can use for your site in order to start outranking them. All right, so I typed in epoxy flooring New Jersey. All right, you're in New Jersey, you do epoxy flooring. So that would be a buyer intent keyword, right? If I were to type in epoxy flooring New Jersey, that would mean, I'm in New Jersey and I want an epoxy floor, right? So here's one of the first results that popped up. We have epoxy flooring LLC. And, they got a pretty nice header here. Like I said before, on your side, we want that call button, that request a quote. All right, you got the up in the header here, a couple different back pages. Okay, another get a free quote, different animation here with some tips and whatnot. They have some animation down here. You can view color options. So pretty sleek site, right? And then as we go down, we have that video here, see our work, so you can see all the pictures that they have, endless applications, and then some testimonials as well. All right, so a pretty nice laid out site, but I'm sure you could see they don't have that 1,000 to 2,000 words that I had mentioned. All right, so a huge opportunity for you to get some great content on your site and organically rank for those keywords to start outranking them. So I'm going to pull up their report to show you, exactly what they're doing. And we can see here that, here's their rank. Their power and trust aren't that great, right? So, when I say that, you have the opportunity to put in some high quality backlinks there and then outrank them not only in the content regard, but the backlinks as well. So they only have 25 sites pointing back to theirs, all right? And then 144 backlinks. We could go in, and find the quality ones that they have and match them, and then go and beat them with some other backlinks as well. And then, not all backlinks are created equally. Like I said before, we want high quality backlinks. So you can come down here and see most of their backlinks are in the lower rating. So we want to get you some backlinks up here. Okay. And then you can see their anchor text, epoxy flooring, and then another epoxy flooring here. So we want epoxy flooring New Jersey as one of them. Okay, so if we take a look at their keywords that they're ranking for, this will give you an idea of what they're ranking for currently, and then what you can utilize for your site because it's already working for theirs. So we can see here the position that they're in. So here's the couple that are in the first page. Okay, so we see epoxy flooring New Jersey. That would be a great one to use, and then you can see the volume that that's bringing in. All right, and because they're the first result, right, they're bringing in 74 clicks a month based off of that phrase. All right, and you would definitely think that that's a buyer intent keyword. And then the two below here, we got epoxy floor contractors New Jersey and epoxy flooring contractors New Jersey. A combined 90 searches, and they're bringing in a little traffic for that as well. And you can see, they're in the third spot. And then we have garage flooring New Jersey, 20 searches. So any amount of searches definitely helps, especially when you add all these up together. Flooring companies in New Jersey. All right, and I'm skipping over the generic ones because I could be in California and typing in these. We don't necessarily want to pop up for that. They're definitely good words to add into your content, but like I said, we want to focus on those buyer intent keywords. So flooring contractors, New Jersey, etc. And obviously, this is just one example of the services that you offer. You could see the potential opportunity in all those different services, and then you say you traveled pretty far for your services, so you could target multiple areas, Philadelphia, New Jersey, Delaware, Bucks County, Montgomery County, etc., right? Depending on where you want to go. So a lot of opportunity there. And then I pulled up just one more competitor to just give you another example. Here's Esposito. They do epoxy flooring as well. So a pretty nice site here. They've got a lot going on. They got all their back pages here. They got, clickable email, clickable. No, this one actually isn't. So that's what we would want to do. Make that mobile friendly so people can click and call right away. The request a quote buttons there. Got a little bit of content as we go down. And here's, how we want to really lay it out, this amount of content for each section. But they still don't have the 1,000 to 2,000. So another opportunity for you to outrank these guys as well. And these were the top two results, right? So putting in a great website with, great content is definitely going to outrank these guys. And then we're going to check out their report here. Again, we can see their power and trust isn't that great, but they have 59 sites pointing back to theirs and 292 backlinks. And you can see they've been going down for the past couple of years. So they must have been stopping, what they were doing. They have one backlink here that's giving them, a good amount of power and trust there. And then, so we can see here their anchors here are kind of all over the place, right? And that's kind of how yours are now. We would want to definitely fix those up to make them related to your services and your business, right? But you can see here the keywords that they have, and I'm sure they're pretty similar to the last one we checked out, right? And we can see a couple of the results here: epoxy flooring New Jersey, and then the same ones here, right? Bringing in almost 300 searches a month, right? And even think about if you got, 10% of that, 20% of that, that would definitely, help your business out, right? So we talked about the content, we talked about backlinks. The last thing I want to touch upon are citations. And a citation is your name, your address, and your phone number. And we list those in business directories online, such as Yellow Pages, Yext, CityStar, all right? And that's going to help with your ranking in the Google My Business, for your Google My Business listing in the map pack. Okay, so here's your listing I pulled up. Excuse me. We want to make sure that there's pictures here, right? And it looks like you have some great pictures, but you want to make sure that they're being saved correctly. So when you upload them onto your listing, right, you want to make sure they're being saved with those buyer intent keywords, because Google can't read the picture, but they can read the text behind, right, such as the alt text. So instead of image one or download one, like a lot of pictures are saved, save them as those buyer intent keywords that we looked over. All right, that way, again, when people are typing them in on Google, your listing is going to show up for that. Not only your website, but your listing as well. Then we want your address, your phone number, your hours. Want to make sure that they're all, updated. So it looks like you have your hours and your phone number. And then you want a description, right? We talked about content being the number one thing. Put in some great content. They'd let you max out at 750 characters. Okay, and then you can rank, put in some keywords to rank for as well. So really quick before I jump over to the map pack, I did notice that your description here in your meta description is different than what your business is, right? So this must have been from this last site. So we want to fix that as well. Okay, because when someone goes to, search for your business, or if they're typing in Epoxy Flooring New Jersey and they find this, they're going to be like, what is Fantasia Services, right? Then we're going to skip over that. So you want to make this about epoxy flooring, or, any of your services, your business, whatever it is. Okay. That way, when we're typing in, let's go back to, the search term, Epoxy Flooring New Jersey on Google, right? You saw what I typed in there. You're going to come down to this map pack section, and that's where the Google My Business comes into play. That's where those citations, come into play. You want to get ranked here, all right? Because you gotta imagine that people are typing in, or they're clicking these results because they trust Google to send them the top results. So they see these, almost 5-star reviews, these high reviews here, and they are going to hit these websites. They're going to call these numbers because, they think they're the best out of what they do. So we can get here, it's definitely going to get us a lot of, traffic. And then down here in the organic section, all right, that's where this content and backlinks come into play. All right, and you can see here the top 2 results, the Epoxy Guy and Epoxy Flooring, which is the ones that I showed you. Okay, and you also see a couple of the other ones down here. So getting in this organic section and then getting into the map pack, like I said, is definitely going to help you out. Feel free to utilize these tips for your business. If you need any help, if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. I'll follow up with you in the next day. Here's my website, leadsbylordeye.com. Phone number's top right corner there. I look forward to talking to you soon.